Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today, from Food That Really Schmacks, we're gonna make crumb cake. Okay, the reason I'm baking a cake today is because Howie's 22 years sober, and well, it's kind of a birthday, so we're just going to make him a cake today. Now, it says here, I picked this because it's really, really simple. So, it says, Mother's life became joyful when she discovered this easy self-iced cake. So, let's get a move on. There are two components to this cake. There is the cake component and the crumb component. Now, in the cake component, we have 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of butter, a cup, not packed, a cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of buttermilk or sour milk. I have sour milk. What I do whenever I get sour milk, I just throw it in a 1/2 gallon jar in the fridge and I shake it up whenever I use it, and I use it in all my baking. 1½ cups of flour, to which I've added a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of baking powder. And I've added a teaspoon of vanilla to my sour milk. This is the crumbs. And I have 1 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of butter, and a 1/2 cup of flour. I already made my brown sugar, so you'll see some on the blades, but I'm just gonna drop this into my Ninja. You can break it up with a fork or whatever you want, but this is so much easier. Okay, now we're going to do the cake part. And first things first, in goes the sugar, the butter, and the eggs. The egg can go in afterwards if you want, but we always start by creaming the butter and the sugars together and then adding the egg. I'm just removing the step because I'm running out of time. I'm going to turn it down, and I'm going to start adding in our sifted flour, baking soda, and baking powder, alternating it with our sour milk and vanilla. And yeah, I'm making a mess all over the place. And here we go. Now, once there's no risk of the flour shooting all over the place, give her a whip. Okay, there's a reason why I should wear an apron, so don't look at the fact that I am now covered in flour, because I didn't wear an apron. It says to use a square greased and floured cake pan. I can't find my square pan right now, so I've just lined a springform pan with moistened parchment paper. And we're going to get all of our batter in here. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to take our crumbs, which is it's just flour and brown sugar and butter, and we're going to sprinkle it lightly all over the top of this cake. Try and get it even. Alright, mine's not so crumbly. Woo! Holy smokes! And this is going into a 350 degree oven for 45 minutes. Okay folks, the timer has gone off. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness! And if you'd be drowning in your own saliva. Look at this. Okay, we're gonna let this cool, and then we're gonna take it out of the pan. I think Papa's gonna love it. Okay, I want to cut into this to see what all the smell is going on about, because it's driving me up the wall with its buttery goodness. Let's have, let's have a look. Wow, look how heavy and moist that is. So this is your sober birthday cake, Grace. Happy 22 years, honey.
Thank you.
Oh, I can hear the crunch of those crumbs. Isn't it nice and rich and buttery?
It's awesome.
There we go. Enjoy. Oh, you lucky dog. Thanks, honey. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, crumb cake. Easy to do. One of the most delicious cakes I've ever tasted. And it's on page 206 of Food That Really Schmacks. Take care. God bless.